City, New York City. And some of you are looking at me going, is that the love child of Barbara Streisand and Barry Manilow? I'm not, but I am getting older like they are. In fact, I used to be a teacher, but I retired. That's how old I am. I don't have to work anymore. But I taught in a really tough New York City school. Like, how tough was it? Yeah. Thanks for asking. You walk in the building, and the school colors are there. Like, for example, sir, what were your school colors when you went to school?
Please.
Oh.
Brooklyn, like Boys of Flatbush.
Got it. So those were your school colors. I'll ask Debbie. Debbie, thank you. What were your school colors, Debbie?
Golden blue.
Golden blue. That's like normal. Not that beautiful, but golden blue is a normal. You know what the school colors were in the school I taught in? Black and blue.
There we go.
And like we used to carve our sweetheart's name in the desk. These kids carved their sweetheart's name in their sweetheart. Kids. And like the second grade girls had a gang. It's kind of sad, but the initiation was to take the milk containers off of my girls' lunch trays. So I named them the half pints. I gave my girls a pep talk. I said, you have to make the bloods hemorrhage. I mean, why am I supporting this kind of lifestyle? But everything in New York City is a teachable moment. You know, the mayor, the superintendent. So like I was breaking up a fight once, and this kid's choking this other kid to death. So I break it up, and the kid goes, he choked me terrible! I said, stop. This is a teachable moment. You're using your adverbs incorrectly. He choked you terribly. Another teachable moment I had was when I was teaching measurement. You know, they never gave us supplies. We had to buy our own supplies. So I went home and I brought in my scale. I brought in my bathroom scale, my Weight Watchers scale, and my cocaine scale. I'm only kidding, school teacher. I never went to Weight Watchers. But they do have that great tray on top of their scale. You know, did you ever hear of these participation trophies? Have you heard of this new thing? Yeah, I can't even say it. So when I was teaching, the parents wanted every kid to get a trophy, even if they didn't even work hard to accomplish anything. And then I thought, you know what? I had a couple of husbands I could have given participation trophies to, because on the honeymoon, they participated, but they didn't really accomplish too much. Which reminds me, I was married twice. I was married to a Jewish guy first, and a Chinese guy. So people wonder what's the difference between being married to a Jewish guy and a Chinese guy. There's really no difference. They're both cheap and drive terribly. But the thing about the Chinese one, we had 3 New Years. So like first we had the American New Year, and you have the fireworks. Then you have the Chinese New Year, fireworks. But the Jewish New Year, there are no fireworks. Unless you eat my Aunt Esther's gefilte fish with a lot of horseradish, then you have fireworks. So, as I mentioned, I'm getting older, but like Barbara Streisand and Barry Manilow, they could get anything done that they want. You know, they're rich and famous. And all I have is a positive attitude, actually. So, like, I'm losing my hair. You can't tell, but I'm losing my hair. But the good news is I know where it's going. It's going to my knuckles. And you young gals, you know, you do the Brazilian and all that. You know, you're lucky. All I have is, I have varicose veins, and one of the names I call them is a Google map to adventure. So this road takes you to the Sterling Forest, which is something you have to look forward to with your Brazilian and all that. And the other road takes you to Death Valley. But you girls sometimes, or young ladies, I won't say you in particular, but you complain about the cramps, don't you? And once a month you have cramps, and you say, I can't wait for the change. When I have the change, I won't have the cramps every month. Then the change comes, and you have the hot flashes, you know, your hot flashes, and then you go, now I can hear, I was looking forward to it. You know what I say, ladies? Menstruation, menopause, those were the good old days. Yeah. But, you know, you stop, growing hair. I'm getting personal, fellas. You could just listen to this and think about your moms or something. But ladies, stop growing hair. Like you stop growing hair on your legs. You don't have to shave your legs anymore when you get older. But the trouble is, you grow hair in peculiar places. Like I'm making a macrame ring out of the hair in my face. Hair grows in crazy places. But I was saying that I was married a couple of times. I was married to a Jewish guy, as I mentioned, and you know, Hanukkah and Thanksgiving sometimes come out on the exact same night. And it's times like that I wish I was still married to the Jewish guy, because then my mother-in-law would only have to have eaten over for dinner once. One way to go for a punchline. But I'm dating now, I'm single, and I met this guy, and he lives in Brooklyn. So I go to his place, and he writes in his singles ad, loves to take long hikes. Excuse me, we're on the ground floor. You're taking an elevator up one flight. How could you love to take long hikes? And he lives on Bragg Street, but he had very little to brag about. But around the corner was Knapp Street. That was more his speed. And anyway, why is he showing me his singles ads when we met on a blind date? But he's showing me his singles ads, and another thing it said was, loves romantic horse and buggy rides. Excuse me, you're not Amish. You live in Sheepshead Bay. Is my time up yet? He's not paying attention.
Yeah.
See? Lucky I asked him. Okay. You were mentioning the nail salon, right? And just now on my way here, I was at the nail salon. There's a lot of them on the street. You might know that. That's true. But I stopped in one. It was only $6. I'm Jewish, so that was a really good price. But they had 30 forms of torture. And I was counting them, and you wonder, how do you know it was 30? Because they give you a little card. After 7 times, you get a free manicure. So I wrote down all the forms of torture. And one of them is the smell there. I don't know if you ever noticed. They're like frying something, cooking something in the back. I'm not saying it's dog, but you smell the garlic, the onion. And then they put you in this like chair that vibrates because they massage your back. It's electrical. And then they take your hands. One lady has both your hands and one lady has your feet, and they're gouging your skin and it hurts. Then they pour the Agent Orange and the napalm on you. And I said to them, I didn't blow up your little village and your children. I marched in the Vietnam War. Well, thank you very much.
Give it up for Elaine, everybody.